Hello, everyone. My name is Bernadette, and I would like to talk about financial literacy today. So, I have been observing most immigrants and refugees. The most thing or the biggest thing that makes them really suffer or go through a lot of stuff here in the US, it's because of lack of financial literacy. So let's talk a little about financial literacy. What is financial literacy? So, in general, let's define financial literacy. Financial literacy is a way of understanding or knowing or having the knowledge of how to budget, like to take care of your money, how to save in time for rainy days and things like that, how to use your money wisely. And another thing in that is how to know or to understand ways to invest so that you can gain more money or you can gain more interest on the money that you invest. So it's really important to understand that part. Most immigrants lack that. So most of them, what do? They send money back home. They just use money maybe just to enjoy. Sometimes people will just use their money by getting beautiful cars, buying things that they don't need or things that cannot create value. Maybe it does create value to them, but over time it decreases its value. So it's best to understand how to save for the future. The future can be tomorrow. Are you saving to pay rent or your mortgage? Do you know how to do that? Have you been going through a lot of stuff that has prevented you to keep paying rent the way you're supposed to? Some people don't just want to save for the future because they don't understand that if they start saving today by using other people's business like investment stocks and all that, stocks that pay dividend, they can also get something in the future. Or maybe buying real estate and understanding how to invest in real estate so that it can keep your money and increase the value, increase the profit over time. Most people don't understand that. So I just wanted to send this message to the immigrants. Let's dive in on a few other steps. Some immigrants, or I would say most immigrants, do not understand that in order to buy a house here, especially for us immigrants, it's hard to save a lot of money at once. You might save a little, but there's a way that you can get or you can borrow money from the bank and buy a house. So the best way to do that is to have a credit score. Do you know how to keep your credit score up? Have you been destroying or affecting the credit score that you currently have? Do you understand, let's say, interest rates? Do you understand interest rates? Most immigrants don't understand. Do you understand investment strategies? Most immigrants don't understand investment strategies. And that's really a really big deal right now that has been affecting most immigrants. So if we dive into budgeting as well, let's talk about managing your finances. Are you budgeting, like spending wisely? You're not just spending because you feel like I have the money, let me just spend it on anything. Are you doing that budget? Are you buying things that you need and not what the things that you don't really need? And if you have credit cards or you have debts, are you paying it off? Do you know that if you don't pay most of the parts, maybe 75%, let's say you have a credit card with 100%, which has, let's say, $1,000, and you decided to spend the whole 75% of it, let's say like 700. How are you going to come back? How are you going to raise your credit score? It becomes harder. But if you just spend, let's say, 30%, that's better because you are saving more. I mean, you are avoiding all the interest on the credit score, I mean, the credit card, and that helps raise your credit score. It shows that you are not a very big spender. You are not depending on that credit card to survive. But if you spend more, it shows that you are relying on the credit card to survive. And if we talk a little about planning for the future, are you saving, let's say for students, or you have kids who will be going to college sooner? Are you saving for their future, their college? Do you have their college accounts? Most immigrants don't have that. They just rely on, let's say, federal loan and other stuff. And then another thing is, most immigrants, I would say, do not understand about retirement. Some work at, you might be working somewhere where you know, maybe you don't know, where they do the 401k match and you don't know how to use that. So it's really good to understand that part, that if they have a 401k where you work and it's matched, you need to take advantage of that. It's like the employer is adding more money onto your retirement. So you add half and then they also add some of the money on it. And there's another way to, for investing for retirement. You can also use the Roth IRA through your bank or somewhere else, where you can also invest your money for the future. Or if you want, you can invest in the stock market and it can help you in the future. So if there was a way, or maybe if you learn how to invest and do all those kind of retirement, how to use your finance. So basically I would say financial literacy, it's really, really important for us immigrants. So if you get here or you're still new in the US, maybe you've been here longer but you don't understand how to save, how to invest, how to buy real estate, you need to start looking for that information as soon as possible, because that's the way that you might also be financial independent. But if you keep relying on those crazy stuff, you won't go anywhere. If you are just spending anyhow you want, you won't go anywhere. If you don't start saving right now, you will be in trouble in a few other years to come.